Manchester City welcome back the player whose goal took them to Wembley last May.
And Manchester City with Power and McKenzie on the ball here this time. Power. Oh, I say, what a goal!
Paul Power, out of the team with an injured right ankle since November the 7th, returns to lead a side which shows Jerry Gow at right back. A decision made on Wednesday by the manager John Bond, who later suggested second thoughts on the subject. Ray Ranson, the regular right back, is under suspension. And in the lineup, two former Coventry City players, Bobby MacDonald and Tommy Hutchison, who left Coventry for Main Road at the start of John Bond's reign here. But while Bond pins his faith and experience, Dave Sexton once more turns to youth, promoting from substitute last week Peter Holmanschuk, who goes in at right back with Danny Thomas moving to midfield in place of the ineligible Jerry Francis. And Thompson is up front instead of English, who went down with flu yesterday. It hardly seems that a year and 3/4 has gone by since George Courtney was the cup final referee. But then 12 months have gone by since Match of the Day came here in the 4th round of the FA Cup and saw Manchester City score 6 times against Norwich. Manchester City in blue, Coventry City wearing basically red and white. Won by Kevin Bond again. And Gow clearly going to harry Steve Hunt. The first free kick is against Bond. Rich Dyson has gone forward, taking a position wide to the right, number 5. Bodak running behind him, Mark Hakeley in line with the other post. He's looking for Dyson. And there's Thompson, and here's Bodak, and that's a corner. Bodak on the end of it, but a very well flighted free kick. It's just curled the ball away, gave Dyson the room to get the first header. Gillespie just outside the 6-yard box as well. And it's put in by Hunt. Hunt takes the congratulations and Corrigan turns in some despair. And just the start that any team needs, but when it's a young team, it needs it even more. Hunt's 11th goal of the season. And again, the ball won in the air, and he providing the finish. Inside 2 minutes, and the away team lead. Here's Hartford. Gow wants it to the right. A little more than half the Manchester team haven't touched the ball yet, and yet they're a goal down. Hutchison. Well, a pleasing start to Dave Sexton's return to Manchester. It's the first time back in the city since leaving Manchester United. Forward acted as defender inadvertently. MacDonald, Bodak was waiting for just that sort of header. Shoulder to shoulder. Oh dear, the second challenge was certainly a foul, but the whistle had already gone anyway. Just a quick word from, well, whether from Courtney to MacDonald or from MacDonald to Courtney is a point of debate. Daly takes, Bodak's flick, Hakeley's shot, but no power. Comfortable header by Gillespie. Francis, Gillespie. Haitley didn't make contact, and Hartford almost got power in. Good play by Bodak. And Hartford so close to pushing Cole Power through the gap. Thomas. Hunt. Tucking well in midfield, Hunt. Power. Reeves. Hartford. Bond. Hutchison used the chest to very good purpose. Gow took too long. Hunt. Haitley is down the middle. And had for a split second. Played by Thompson. Here's Hunt. Here's Haitley, but the ball runs away from him. Knight might now come to Bodak. Here's Haitley. Oh, and the bounce, I think, seemed to beat Corrigan, who went down too soon. Haitley the scorer, and Coventry have a 2-0 lead. 22 minutes. We can't see a smile on Dave Sexton's face, but he must be very happy. But it was the initial ball from Hunt that caused the problems. Bodak in with opportunities, and when Haitley shot, it seemed to me that Corrigan went down too soon, and the ball went past his right side, as it were his top side. So Hunt and Haitley involved in both goals. Hunt got the first, Haitley the second. Bond, Gow, Francis. Haitley takes his total to 7. Taken by Reed, slightly wild challenge by Daly. Needs somebody left side, Power is going there. Francis and Reeves in the middle. And Holman-Shook very much in the way. Francis. Dyson is his back. Reeves! Oh! Well, certainly the best we've seen of the home side. Really a lovely turn by Francis, and the flick header by Reeves, only a ball's width past the far post. We're into the last 5 minutes of the first half. No chance at all for Blythe. He ends up at the feet of a cameraman. They can now train their lenses on the goalmouth, as ours do. Position to take it, Bond on the near post alongside Reeves. Bond might get the header. In fact, it came off Haitley. Francis miraculously off the line. And Blythe knew very little about that. It was Thompson who saved him. Another corner. And Bond backing in too much, in Mr. Courtney's view. But Gary Thompson rescuing Coventry. Really the most important thing for this young side is not to give anything away in the closing moments of this first half. There is to be no more time, and Coventry hang on to their 2-goal lead. Hateley winning the ball in the air for Hunt to score. Hunt laying on the opportunity for Hateley to score. And the big men at the back certainly vital in keeping that lead. And it was Gary Thompson who cleared the ball off the line when Francis seemed to have beaten Blythe. Half-time, Manchester City 0, Coventry City 2. What a contrast with the last time we were here at Main Road. Then this section of the terracing was closed because of snow, and this afternoon the spectators basking in sunshine. John Bond has clearly had third thoughts about his permutation. He's brought on teenager Steve Kinsey in the second half. He plays in midfield with Nicky Reed moving to right back and Gow on the bench. Here's Paul Power, the skipper. Twice in their history, Manchester City have gone back to Wembley the year after being beaten there in the 30s and the 50s. They have a lot to do to save this one. There's no doubt that the pressure will be on the young Coventry side. Seemed to cost them last week, and they'll be looking to the older heads like Daly and Steve Hunt. Handball by Hateley. Kinsey. Bond. McDonald. Hutchison calling for it. He hasn't really been able to get into the game too much. Maybe they feel his experience against the youth of Holmanchuk could be a vital factor. Free kick has been given for a push. Power to place it. Caton at the back. Thompson just got a nod. Kinsey. Offside, surely McDonald, but it's wide anyway, and he was offside. Blythe looks up. I must say that without wishing to take Coventry's side, I feel they had a goal given against them last week, which was offside. But it was clearly offside there against McDonald. The whistle has gone, I think, for the initial challenge by Bond. Hartford involved in the altercation with Gary Thompson. Hunt is the peacemaker. A man with a considerable part to play in Spain next summer, I would think, Asa Hartford. And also a considerable part to play in this match if Manchester City are to save themselves. Offside. Dave Sexton close to the action, sitting on the bench, whereas John Bond, his opposite number, is in the darkness of the stand. 25 minutes left. And Coventry fairly comfortably 2 in front. Foul by Hartford, which he immediately acknowledged. But George Courtney's gone for his book, and he was booked a few moments ago, Hartford, for a tackle on Thompson, and now that tackle on Thomas will result in him being sent off. Asa Hartford sent off with 20 minutes left, and Manchester City will have to play for that period with only 10 men. Everything has gone wrong for Manchester City right from the start, with Coventry leading inside 2 minutes. And here's Hunt, who got that goal. Hutchison seems to have come into the middle of the midfield immediately. Of course, he promptly runs out to the left wing. Here's Caton. Hunt. Hutchison. Power. Francis. Oh, that's a good run at the defence. Penalty. Foul by young Hortmanchuk. Referee had no doubts, immediately pointed to the spot. And Francis, with an accelerating run into the heart of the Coventry defence. If he wasn't going to get a shot in, the odds were very short that there would be a penalty. Blythe will face Kevin Bond, whose only goal so far for Manchester City was from the penalty spot at Anfield. It's 2-1. Despite a despairing effort by Jim Blythe, Bond gives Manchester City hope and leaves Peter Hortmanchuk to worry about the last 14 minutes. So son keeps team and dad alive. The home side only with 10 men, and it's a question of Coventry's nerve as much as the exertions of Manchester City. Another corner, and Coventry are going to make their substitution. And what a moment for 18-year-old Ian Butterworth to be given his baptism in top football. Corner taken, Bond wins it. Hunt didn't clear it, Gillespie battled. Of course, it's Danny Thomas who's been replaced. Thomas, in fact, walking down the touchline, a rather disconsolate figure. Gillespie. Reed. Kinsey. Again, a rather flashed shot. 8 minutes remaining. Daly. Something of the relief of Mafeking there for a moment. Here's Reed. France has only just got back onside. Here's McDonald. And 10 men are battling at 11. Still McDonald. Nobody coming onto the ball. They'd all been sucked in. David Barnes. Bond. Gillespie. Barnes, a little bit slow. Hunt. Thompson. It was Butterworth. A good piece of play by Hunt. Caton. Daly. Thompson. Two people, not just one. And Butterworth shot! What a remarkable start that would have been. As it was, it hit the inside of the post and came out. Haitley. It's a moot point as to which side is living more on its nerves. Maybe both are being beaten by the onlookers. He really hit it well and was very unlucky. Normally central defender who's doing very well in midfield. Here's Bodak. Hortmanchuk lining one up. Butterworth. Manchester City don't seem to be aware that he's on the field. Nobody's marking him. Francis. Hutchison. And here's Power. Well, he went for his name, really thumped it, and maybe given another opportunity he would do it a little differently. And a crowd of 31,276 still in doubt about the outcome of this one. Kinsey fouled by Gillespie when he didn't need to challenge from behind. All he had to do was to hold the player there. But the moment got the better of him. Every man to the helm. Dyson won it. Butterworth, even then, was prepared to play the right ball, not just hoop it anywhere. This is Bodak. Would he go in on goal? Oh, he tried the most delightful trip. What a way to decide that your team is going through to the last 16. Yes, you're entitled to all of that. And so is number 12, Butterworth, who played the right ball out of defence. And Manchester City, for sure, are out now. And Coventry City are through. And they end with a touch of arrogance. What was it that was said about the year of the underdog? We haven't even got into that year yet, but the underdog has won this one at 3-1. For 20 minutes, Manchester City tried to repair the damage with only 10 men, but the damage was too great, and the kids, who want to get applause from their supporters, finished with a moment of arrogance, and were clearly greatly helped, aided, controlled by Steve Hunt, number 11. The final score, which on form totally unexpected. Manchester City 1, Coventry City 3.